once I have heard from adults how it is important to find your own place in the life. And there is one interesting statement. Good choice of profession, a right way for success.
At that time I didn't think about it, as I know that my place into my family, at school with friends, my relatives. What education establishment do you must choose? What professional is to choose? What business is to devise yourself? This question are trouble every gradient before necessary choice in the independent life. Only a few years ago I realized how it is important to choose your right way with is connected also with a future profession, because as we know, big road because with the first step.
As for me, I made my choice very long ago, because I knew for sure that my future educational establishment is Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics, where I started my studying a few years ago, and now I am a graduate. And everyone knows that some professions like telecommunication services operator, electrical mechanic for repairing electrical equipment, automotive equipment, fire alarm electrician, as well as the provision of 30 course training that you can get only in our educational institution and other in Khmelnytsky region.
Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics is a public establishment which trains skilled workers in the following occupation: electrical repair and maintenance of computer equipment. The main specificity of this profession is to repair and maintain modern personal computers and monitors, office equipment, some registers, audio and video equipment. To my opinion, nowadays this profession has a great demand among other as the computerization of all production requires skilled workers in the service equipment.
Radio mechanics, maintenance and repair of radio equipment, including mobile phone. You broke the TV, DVD player or phone isn't working. You don't know how to connect home theater, and very often you think so, what I must do in this situation? But the answer is simple: turn to a specialized center, where you will be greeted by works that have qualification opportunities to perform electrical installation, control and regulate electrical device, repair television, radios, tape records, telephones and other equipment.
Electrician repair and maintenance of computer equipment, fire alarm electrician. As we know, now all stores, offices and organizations take care of their own safety. In this matter, they are assisted by fire and security alarms. The main request for the skilled worker: installation of the fire and electrical contact sensors, fabrication of sensors sit in ceilings, making a furrow for wiring, installation of the junction box, leading of the wire, setting the alarm button, installation of control and receiving equipment, adjustment of ultrasonic equipment sensitivity, maintenance of acid and alkaline batteries, telephone communication, sealing and some others.
Mechanic, electrical of repair electrical equipment, specialization, cars repair. Of course, the worker should be skilled with a deep knowledge of the structure and principles of operation of all electrical car systems, test equipments and stands that used for diagnostics and electrical vehicles repair. Installation of ventilation, air conditioner, air transportation and aspiration systems. If you want to know the secret of sourcing and straight and shipped parts of ducks, bolts and nuts, transportation of ducks, parts and assemblage cargo hooks with inventory things, installation of mains, flange and flange-free connection of air ducts, and equipment using manual tools materials. You will gain knowledge about how to comply with requirements of regulation on labor protection, the rules of handling machines, machinery, equipment and other means of production, as well as be able to use means of collective and individual protection.
Telecommunications services operator. Everyone knows that the necessity of communication, transmission and keeping of information is emergent and connected with development of human society. Telecommunications services operator is a worker who has to know the rules of telecommunication services and be able to provide its quality, to know their tariffs and be able to work with them. Be tolerant, educated, and of course polite and modest. Despite enormous advances in science and the birth of new means of communication, men will still carry out their useful and hard tasks to accept and execute long distance and international communication orders and make calculations, to accept, process and issue all types of domestic and international orders, to accept and issue money transfers, simple and electronic, to process incoming mail information, to provide internet and electronic messaging and information services, to provide video telephony, conferencing, satellite services.
The time is ticking very fast, and the change age that the new eras bring new technologies. But all we know that human communication will be always a big treasure, and relationship will continue to support the best tradition of communication, giving its customers the joy and opportunity to be closer each to other. The content of vocational training regular updates in accordance with changes in science, technology, manufacturing or service labor center. Through the development of new technologies, standards, curriculum and model training programs. And of course, something new, course training circle work in robotics, the basics of programming, 3D modeling, repair of mobile telephones, drone operator, as well as the basics of information security, and house without of STEM center, which is our pride.
Workers and first of all the youth must have a good format qualifications that for the helping for the to compete in the job market and meet the modern demands of employers. And it's of course possible owing to the quality of professional education.
In Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics, there are all necessary conditions for students' education process, classrooms and laboratories with modern machines, computer labs equipped with the latest technologies, and also hobbies without different groups and sports clubs, where you can spend your free time with others. Our very interesting and exciting students' life is waiting for you.
So we would like to invite you to our educational establishment into Khmelnytsky Vocational High School of Electronics, which is situated in Khmelnytsky, Ternopilska Street 40/1.